To Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea, newsflash. Hillary Clinton's still a liar, Trump is still unqualified, and we're all fucked. But today on the wacky news, these are stories that no one else is carrying because why would they? But here we go. These are kind of fun. I thought you'd like these. A Florida woman, Carmen Chambly, 19 years old, was caught fanning the flames of a fire she started in her ex-boyfriend's trunk of his car. Uh, Turns out, however, it was not the ex-boyfriend's car, and now she's being held for second-degree arson, which really sucks when it's not even your ex. I guess you should take pictures of those license plates so you can make sure that the car you're torching is actually the one you mean to torch. Under the heading, every guy has thought about doing this, a Russian couple, I can't pronounce their last names, but Nikolai and Nina are no longer together as he is suing her for the money he spent on her. That's right, he is a lawyer, and he is claiming that the 29-year-old Nina took advantage of his amorous feelings and led him to spend 45,000 rubles, which is $680, on entertaining her. I would call $600 a lucky break. Get out of there fast. Now, this guy is the owner of his own law firm, so it could just be a publicity stunt, but I know that every man has thought about that at least once in his life. Our next story comes from Arkansas, I believe. Yes, Hot Springs, Arkansas, where a giant snake, let's see, Christy Friedman was, she was enjoying some Indian casino gaming when she went out to her truck and realized that there was an 11-foot Burmese python just camping out on the front of her truck. She went inside. Can you imagine that PA announcement? Will the owner of a giant snake please report to the parking lot? It turns out that it was someone else's snake. It was a guy who was a high school teacher and had left the, responsibly left the window cracked. However, it was a little too cracked, I guess, and decided to get out and cruise around the cars. No authorities were, it's like a libertarian's wet dream. No authorities were called, no police, no animal control. The guy just grabbed the snake, put it back in his car, and continued gambling. Our next story comes from Massachusetts. There in Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts, Felix Reagan was arrested for allegedly crashing a stolen car, then breaking into a home, stealing items from the said home, and then painting their dog purple. Now, I don't know if he brought the purple paint with him or did he find it in the house. It just seems a little strange that he had time to dye a dog. I mean, I don't know if that's the best escape plan. And of course, he was taken into custody where he had, they had breaking and entering, felony theft of a motor vehicle, destruction of property, animal cruelty, possession of controlled substances, you think? And assault and battery on a police officer. But at least the police officer, he didn't try to dye him purple, I suppose. And last but not least, a little closer to home, we have a story from Carpinteria, California, where a man, in Carpinteria, and I guess in the Santa Barbara County, they have these like drop boxes, kind of like a heavy duty mailbox, where people can drop their prescription drugs. Let's say, you've been prescribed too many, or you don't want the kids getting them or something like that. So they have these drop boxes where you can safely dispose. You don't want to throw them down the toilet or whatever because then it contaminates the water. So they have these like drop boxes where you can go and drop your prescription drugs. And then I guess I assume that the cops will dispose of them or take them or whatever they're going to do. So this guy gets busted for trying to fish drugs out of there. Christian Colby, a 46-year-old, had successfully reeled in some drugs and syringes when he was caught fishing in the drop box by police. Of course, the charges include possession of stolen property, petty theft, possession of burglary tools, prowling, and possession of a controlled substance. You think? And of course, he's being held on $2,500 bail. I hope you guys enjoyed today's headlines. There'll be more coming up in the days to come. Have a great day and be good people.